Hello, welcome to the Microdose. It's me, Eddie.
It's me, Anne-Marie Avey.
And today we got Anne-Marie Avey in the house. And moving forward, you'll see me and Anne-Marie here every week. We may have some guests coming on and checking out the podcast. But, so yeah, my boy Jefferson, he's stepping away for some time and just focusing on work and his career. He has a lot going on. And
He's a busy man.
yeah,
He's a busy boy.
I just want to say, you know, like I'm really proud of him and I'm happy for him because I think he's in a great place and he's definitely like moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
In a better place.
Well, that's all that matters. And, you know, I'm here. He'll be back at some point. I'm sure he'll visit and have a good time. But I'm here and we should cheers.
Absolutely.
Boom.
To some good podcasts moving forward. We have a lot of awesome information, and me and you love talking about similar things. So I feel like it's gonna be fun and interesting.
Yeah, it'll be good. We're going. I mean, I brought the Christmas. This is the plant that has.
The Christmas plant.
This is the Christmas plant to brighten up the gray background that is behind us.
Yeah.
And we got litness on the ears and in the thing. Like, you know, we're just bringing vibes.
Yeah, no, it's Christmas around the corner. What day is it today? What are we on?
It's Christmas is next week. So it's like the 5th, 6th, 17th.
The 17th.
Honestly, time is an illusion. I don't know time anymore. Frickin' dude, 2023 is right around the corner, and I'm just like, how?
No, I know.
I think it's 2016 in my mind. 2016 seems like it's 2 years ago to me.
There's that year too. Like I'm like sometimes I think about that too. I'm just like, damn, how am I already about to be 28? Like what? How did that happen? Like I feel like I'm still 18.
No,
like,
I totally feel the same. I think everyone feels the same inside. As long as you always act young, you'll always be young.
No, yeah. Well, that's what I think too. Just like, I mean, not even. I feel like just like, you know, people think like, oh, you at a certain age you just like grow up. I feel like there's not a certain age where you just grow up. I think like we're all just kids, just pretending to be adults. Like
Eddie, you literally just described every Christmas holiday movie like that has ever been written. All the parents are like learning to be kids again and believe in the magic of Christmas, right? It's all about trying to get parents to like think young and, you know, whatever. The angry lawyer is like
be
too
kids
lost.
again.
Yeah, you're supposed to. Being immature is the only thing I know how to do sufficiently.
But it's a lot better than like being just like, oh, I'm an adult and you shouldn't do that and you should do this. And,
right.
You know, it's like such a boring way to live. Like, bitch, let me sing
I
out
choose
loud.
a different construct. Okay, I'm not doing that anymore. We're not this whole thing. Someone was saying, like, okay, this is kind of off topic, but okay, you know how Madonna is like fucking 70 years old and she's still like doing all of her shit. She's like posing nude or like she's going around dancing in the middle of the night, whatever. The thing about, and people are saying, well, you're too old. You should retire. You should blah, blah, blah. And let me just tell you something really fast. She's a Leo. Eddie's a Leo as well. But the thing about Leos is they're like, I'm going to have fun while I'm here. I'm going to always enjoy my life. What do you mean stop? Like I look at people when we're looking at Madonna and you're like, you know, she needs to pipe down and like act her age. And it's like, why? When did that get anyone anywhere? Like,
and like, what like who determines that how you should act at a certain age? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the hell?
Right. Or even someone was saying like these boy bands, right? When they get older, they're like, what are they supposed to do in life? Not be a boy band? Someone was like, you're too old. You shouldn't be like dancing in sync with like 5 other men. And I was like, but what are they supposed to do for the rest? That's all they know. Like, what do you mean stop doing that? I don't get it.
It is
Are you going to tell Beyonce when she's 70 to like hang up her girdle and stop. Like, no,
Beyonce's.
You don't think Beyonce is still gonna be slaying?
It's just kind of funny though, because like,
you know what I mean,
no,
right?
You just got me picturing like a 70-year-old boy that.
Right.
And well, I'm just like,
actually, let's take it further. You don't think Jack Harlow's not going to be rapping at 75?
Do a flip. Oh my goodness.
Just remixing another Fergie song?
That is hilarious.
He can't? He's not allowed?
Another Fergie song.
You don't think? Like,
no,
yeah.
His son will be in the game. And Baby Harlow will be taking over.
Dude, I'm excited to see what Northwest is going to do. You don't think Northwest is going to be some kind of star?
Honestly, she seems so talented though. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. She is like, I'm also curious how she's going to turn out mentally as well, quite frankly.
Yeah. Well, with everything going on, it's like your dad is super wild.
And your mom.
And your mom's a genius. Like, she's cool,
right.
but she's also wild.
Yes, she's like, see, her mom's sex tape is like, everyone's seen it.
Well, yeah, and even now,
how are you gonna process life at 18?
Well, even beyond that,
curious.
it's like you look at just how she even now, like, it's your mom, and even if she didn't do the sex tape, but if she was still that like sex symbol and like super hot, and everyone talks about your mom, like, oh damn, your mom's the super damn, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of awkward growing up, like, oh, everyone knows. And then she is also posting all these like bikini photos all the time, and just like her ass is always out. You're just like, oh well, that's my mom, like, you know. Yeah. That's kind of like and then my dad on the other hand, also, he's wild too. He's
right. And that's why I'm like, that's why Kanye suddenly became religious. He was like, it was all fine when it was my girl, but now like my little girls are being influenced by, like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't think Northwest is gonna like have her tits out and ass out at some point?
Yeah, she was like, oh, when like, you know,
right,
20s
like,
or some shit.
You know what, man? I'm religious now. We all need to be clothed. Kim's like, what are you talking about?
My family's always been like this. Like this is how we make our money. Like, what? We gotta make at least $1 billion before we all retire.
Dude, if you don't think they're gonna pimp out their kids to make money, you're in a different world. But then
I know that is the business.
It's the business.
Yeah, it's the business.
That's the business. That's why. When you look at that's why it's so kind of disgusting when you see Balenciaga shit.
And that's why it's kind of messed up though. Like, Rob is really the black sheep. He's just like. It's so funny.
We don't know. Is Rob alive? I don't even know if Rob's alive. Yeah, I'm like, hiding it. How is his sock business doing?
Right? It's a shell company.
He's like, I just make socks all day.
You know, his mom's buying all the socks. She's just putting it in another factory. Just making sure he makes money too. She's just a great mom. I will not let this company fail.
Poosh has it in their like PR bags that they send out.
She has a fucking trunk full. She just gives out socks. What brand is this? Everyone asks.
I forget.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like his dad's name or some shit. It's his name.
Yeah, we forget. Who's that? That mystery Kardashian that they hide in the basement.
The only one that doesn't make a living off his looks.
I know.
He could. When he was younger, he was there.
He was there.
He was there. He could have kept it going, and then I don't know what happened.
Black China happened. Just what happened.
See, that just shows though, like, it could go either way. It could go really good, and like you become Kylie billionaire baby. You know, you're good looking. You might still have mental issues and stuff, but it could go the other way where you just let it consume your life, and you just like now you're like. You know, you gain a lot of weight, and you just like want to date a ratchet bitch.
Make you feel better about it.
Yeah, you're just like, or date a crazy bitch that does drugs.
Okay, have you been following that legal story or about Megan Thee Stallion and what's his Tory Lanez?
Yeah.
And they're in trial right now, and Megan Thee Stallion took the stand. Not a stage. Or the stage.
She's rapping about it. She's rapping about it. He tried to shoot me all in the foot. She took the stage. Boo, Tory Lanez.
Yeah. Dude, it'd be interesting. Like some of her statements like don't add up right. And if you haven't been following, that's fine, but you should. Because it's pretty wild. I didn't really care until this everyone started taking the stand. Like her best friend took the stand.
I saw that part.
Right, and then she's like, Megan, she's like, they're like, what's wrong? Are you upset? And she's like, I've been upset about the lies that Megan had been saying about me. And you're like, oh shit.
You're saying that took hush money?
Yeah. Suddenly it like turned into people's court. It was like the lies Megan been saying. I was like, oh my God, this just got really interesting.
Is this Judge Mathis?
I wish Judge Judy was the judge.
I was going to say, that's so funny.
Yeah. But it's interesting. She she's calling out Megan, saying that she lied and like saying that she was too drunk and that she doesn't remember some stuff. And then it's like, so if Megan was too drunk to remember some things, like Megan admits, then how can she remember who shot her? And then they're like, well, I'm not saying that's okay or wrong or whatever. But then there's some other shady shit because this was all happening at Kylie Jenner's house.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
And at this party where like Tory Lanez was like flirting with Kylie. There's been rumors of them hooking up for a long time. But now like she's also being summoned to the stand, Kylie Jenner. And they're going to be talking about like, people are going to ask, did you hook up?
Did you smash Tory?
Right. And it's like, are you going to lie on the stand?
Yes.
Or are you gonna?
Unless there's proof,
can we take your?
Lie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Can we take your? Like, it's illegal if they find out that you lied. Yeah, whatever. Take me down.
If I'm Kylie, I'm like, what's the charge? What's the fine for lying? What's the fine for lying under oath? What the fuck's the fine for fine? Like, hit me with it. Like, what? 50 mil? 50 mil?
Fuck billionaires.
Get my purse. Get my purse.
This is the problem with fucking billionaires.
It's 50 million.
They don't give a fuck.
Get my purse.
They're like, I'll just pay the fine. Dude, let me tell you about the story. My friend, she lives in Malibu, right?
You guys accept Zelle? I got it.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, one of my best friends lives in Malibu. She married a Jewish man. She converted to Judaism. And
I would too. Shit, they got money.
Right. I'm like, okay. And she moved into a really rich.
I hate these bottles.
Oh, do you need?
I'll be struggling, bro.
What's wrong?
It's this damn cab.
Oh,
I got it.
I was really hoping I could help you out.
No, I was hoping you didn't have to. But they live in Malibu? She knows the Kardashians?
No, she lives in Malibu. Her like neighbor is Brooke Shields or something, and whatever. But they moved into the house, Mel Gibson's old house.
Stop lying.
Who talks shit about Jewish people, by the way. But they bought the house from Mel Gibson, and it's this huge spot, right? Anyways, she was telling me how because Malibu is right on the ocean, on the coast, and there's no piers on the coast of Malibu. So you have to like go a couple miles down and park your yacht in like Marina del Rey, Venice area. And so you're not allowed to, drop anchor and park out in front of Malibu because there's like restrictions there. Rich people will fucking say, I'll just pay the fine. And they drop. You know how much the fine is? $50,000.
YOLO.
And they'll be like, she's telling me this. She's like, yeah, some people just don't give a fuck. And they'll just drop the anchor and be like, I'll just pay the $50,000 fine. Is fine.
That's just a flex.
Because they don't want to go all the way back to Marina del Rey and like park their yacht and then like have to drive back. They're too lazy about it. That's like, think about you thinking, what? I think it's like 30 to 50 grand depending on where you are in the water or whatever. Think about that. That's like when you park and you're like, fuck it, I'll risk the parking.
Downtown.
Yeah. What is that, $20?
I could kind of relate though.
I think in Santa Monica, it's like $70, I think.
Because sometimes downtown too, like here in Vegas, you're just like, all right, I could pay for 3 hours of parking. It's going to be $20. Or I could just park here and not
all
pay
day and just pay
risk
$70.
it. Or I could just risk it, and even if they give me a ticket, it's only a $25 ticket downtown.
Well,
so you're just like, fuck this shit.
Right,
like, what?
But that's my point is That's your mentality for $25.
Yeah, but if I was on their level, I would think the same way. I'd
That's
be
what
like,
I'm saying.
I got
That's their
$58
mentality
million
for
in the
50
bank.
grand.
Yeah, 50
exactly.
grand.
That's what I'm
YOLO.
saying. Their mentality is like, it's $20. It's fine. I'll just fucking pay it if I get caught. Whatever.
But if you don't get caught, I saved 50 grand and I didn't have to go all the way over there.
He probably knows like the chief of police or something. He's like, Billy.
Let me break you off 20.
Yeah, they all went to they all went to school together. Billy, come on, don't give me the $50,000.
I'll give you 20 grand and you just forget about the ticket, dude. Like, I saved 20.
Let me Venmo you 20 grand.
I saved 30 grand. You
Can
make
I
20
just-
grand. Yeah, like, you feel me? Like,
Let me just Venmo me 20 grand. Come on. That's a deal. I'd be like, all right, fine.
we both forget about this ever. I save some money, you make some money. It's all good.
I know.
That really is like the rich life, though. Like,
Fuck.
I would do that shit all the time.
Honestly, being rich is fine, but like billionaire status, I'm all double fingers up to them. Honestly, at this point.
no, there's some cool ones.
Who?
Jeff Bezos' wife. She's
Okay,
a billionaire. She's
like-
a billionaire. She divorced him, became a billionaire, and she gave away hella money. Like, she helped a lot, and she married a school teacher.
But guess what? Because
so upgraded his life.
She's not a billionaire anymore, right?
Well, for a reason.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She was, but you said fuck billionaires. She was a billionaire.
Right, because after she divorced a fucking dumbass billionaire, right? She was like, I
She
don't
got
want to
his
be.
money.
She's like, I don't want to be in this status. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm giving half all this fucking away, right? Because she's really not
She's-
a billionaire
I mean,
at heart.
But she has still like 200 million. Like, come on.
Oh, more than
like,
that.
yeah,
I'm
like
sure
500
more.
million.
Right. I don't even know.
She probably got a bill at least. She probably
No,
kept
but
the 1
that's my
billion.
point,
Kept
though.
1 billion. She's still a billionaire.
That's my fucking point. The 1% is so they
kinda
want to
cool.
keep that forever.
We could be cool billionaires, dude. Just
I'd be the best.
me too. I would literally like.
I would give my shit away
Well,
and be like, fix
but
world
I would
hunger
do it.
already.
I would do it like Steve will do it though. Like, I will help families that I see in need in person. Like, if I'm just like, I would be like, okay, this week I'm gonna dedicate to giving away $2 million
Right.
to like families that need it, or paying for everyone's fucking groceries at Walmart.
See,
You
you'd
feel
be
me?
a good
like that'd be
billionaire.
fun.
Okay,
that'd be
listen.
fun shit though. Like,
you know,
stop
okay, I
playing.
don't know if you know this. There's this, okay, this is going to sound really but if you look it up, it's real.
Ooh.
There's this billionaire, like once a year they get together in the Alps or this mountain somewhere in the world. I can't remember what. And a lot of people thought it was a conspiracy theory for a really long time. But then it came out to light that they really do. All like most billionaires get together at this resort on a mountain, and they all talk about deals, right? Like they all making deals with each other,
Yeah.
and they're
How do we
talk,
get richer?
and they also talk about how to fix world problems. All right, you're thinking like we'll fix world problems, but this is where capitalism is beginning, because they all know all these billionaires fund government. They fund your senator. They fund all that kind of shit, right? And so their influence is, how do we get together and like solve world hunger? How do we do this? But they're not solving world hunger. They're not solving those things. They're saying, how do we give the lower class a little bit of like, you know, when you like a couple of crumbs to be okay, like let's make sure we're getting gas prices down, but we'll still make profits.
Yeah. Let's
know what
keep
I mean?
them satisfied enough so they're not looking into the big picture. Of
Exactly.
things. Yeah.
So they're getting together, and you're like, no, but the billionaires, they can't control the world.
They're like the cartel, dude.
Who
they
cares?
really do.
It
They
really
do.
is. They're sitting there, and I'm like, no, they're all talking about how to, you know, what stocks to invest in, like where we should put money in oil, like all this kind of shit. And you're like, no, but our government is in charge of that. No, dude, who do you think pays for all their campaigns and all that kind of shit? It's really, I just kind of went off the deep end a little bit, but it was really bizarre. I saw this, the Washington Post had a title that said, it's an opinion piece, and it says, is criticizing billionaires the new wearing of blackface? And I saw this, and I couldn't read the article because I was so pissed. But I saw that, and I thought, who fucking owns the Washington Post? Who's fucking, do you know what I mean? Like billionaires, we got to stop criticizing billionaires? Are you kidding me?
It's so funny you said that, because literally every billionaire, it's fact. Like, they eventually, like when they become billionaires, they start buying like you said, the Washington Post. What did Elon Musk do? He bought Twitter.
Right.
They all own a form of media where they can push out a narrative, whatever narrative that so you have a billionaire that is doing probably a lot of shady shit, or could be helping out or reducing the negative impact of their companies or whatever they do.
Yes.
Or helping in bigger ways, but for you not to look into it, they're buying the media companies and just promoting, oh, this guy's a great guy, and don't look into their company.
It's weird.
Or just like point the finger at other people,
Yeah. There's something like, there's only like, what is it? There used to be like 7, 8, or 9 gas companies, and now there's only like 3. There's like been a monopoly on gas. So you see like all these different gas companies, but really they're only run by 3 businesses in the whole world. And you think about like when people monopolize like that, they get to control the narrative of gas. So like when Biden's like, I'm going to reduce, no, you're not. You have to make a deal with one of these 3 gas companies, and they'll reduce it, or inflation, they'll inflate it. It doesn't matter what we do when everyone else is in control with money. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. No,
drives me insane.
True.
But I saw that. I was like, the new blackface. I was like, what kind of crazy dystopian world are we living in? Thank you.
No, that's better. No, I feel that, but a lot of the times it's like, it's so funny because what's that other thing they do too? It's like that owl like ritual thing. I don't know if you ever heard about it. Like Alex Jones like went into it. What the fuck is that?
Dude,
shit
Alex
called?
is
Like they would worship like this fucking owl god and shit. It's like a bunch of billionaires and shit. Have you ever heard about it?
I'm listening.
Oh my goodness, I gotta
owl shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to look it up.
I believe that there are rituals. I believe that there are things that people do, or else why would it be so secretive in, when they go into these like the Illuminati and all this kind of shit where everyone is like involved in. I'm like,
Bohemian
what the fuck?
Grove. Have you ever heard of Bohemian Grove?
Wait, is that the mountain? Oh,
So-
wait, no, I don't.
So it's like where they all meet up, and so yeah, some of the rich right here.
They
Every
just have
July, some of the
orgies?
rich and most powerful men in the world gather at a 2,700-acre campground in Monterey, California, for 2 weeks of heavy drinking, super secret talks, druid worship. The group insists they are simply revering the redwoods and other rituals.
Right. And this is why I'm like, and you're making fun of like normal people doing manifestation techniques when like all the rich motherfuckers are doing the same thing.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
You just dropped some knowledge. I've never thought about that. Like,
yeah. I'm like, all these because they want you to.
Whoa.
Right. It's supposed to be scary and dumb. You're not supposed to believe in all that shit.
You know what's mind-fucking about that, low key? Is humans have been doing rituals for centuries, for years.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy nowadays to try to dismiss that and not believe in that, when it's like it has to come from something. Like if our people for centuries, and even now there's traditions and culture, I get it, but like you said, rituals specifically, we've been doing that for thousands of years.
Yeah.
And if the rich are doing it and you're like hating on someone that believes in like astrology or like some like a specific like, believes in numbers like 333 or whatever, I'm not sure how the numerology or how that works and stuff. It's kind of like hypocritical or fucked up to like judge them when it's like, bro, the rich and powerful are doing this shit. What do you, for no reason? Nah, there has to be a reason.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck?
Well,
I never thought about that. Whoa.
Well, I think one of the weirdest shit is like when I found out that math was discovered and not invented, it blew my mind. Like people discovered that the circumference of a circle in pi or whatever is always 3.14, no matter what circle you know what I mean? Like they discovered, like in any language that you go to, 1 + 1 = 2. There's always like perfect geometry, like all this kind of stuff. It was discovered. It wasn't invented by someone who created math. And that's because there's laws in physics that will be there and will always exist. So like the law of gravity or like the law of all this kind of shit, right? I always like know the gist of things. I don't know like every word.
No, it's fine. We can always look it up.
But no, I'm just saying.
You know what's funny about?
I'm just saying.
Like,
but that is a belief system. Is your mathematics is a belief system. We discovered that here. We have concrete. So the more that we discover in math and we understand quantum physics, or we understand like what's the things that we can't see that we can only see with a microscope, or we don't even have a microscope that allows us to see those things yet. And you start to see how spirituality and science are becoming closer and closer together. And you also understand energy. And when you understand energy, you understand that putting energy into rituals and manifesting and intentions and doing certain things have different vibes, which is why you do these rituals to get these certain vibes to attract what you want, so you're in alignment. All these, wild. Right, it's wild.
And even like how people say like, I don't know, like some cultures, like Hispanic cultures, we really believe that someone else can give you like put a curse on you type shit. So
right,
it's like,
right.
So it's like, damn, I've been feeling weird or having a rough life. Like they'll literally pray on you because maybe someone might have done like some witchery on you type shit.
Right.
Where,
yeah.
So you kind of like pray and do a ritual in order to like counteract any negative vibes someone could have put on you. Right. Even if that just means like someone's out there like every day being like, fuck this person, I hate them, like I hope something bad happens to them.
Right.
There's people like that out there, you know? Like, so it's like it's good to like just clear all that shit off, you know? Or you might have someone close to you that you think's cool, but they're really like hating on you.
Oh
know?
yeah,
like,
they're like two-faced. They're nice to you, but like talk shit behind your back.
And then you realize slowly, like you might do this ritual, and like slowly you might start to just start thinking deeper into your life, and then slowly you're like, nah, I can't hang out with this person anymore. Like it feels like they're giving me like a certain vibe that I can't, be on. Yeah.
In shamanism, there's this great ritual that if you take a candle, and let's say you know who the person is talking shit about you. Let's say it's, I don't know,
Mariah
Kathy.
Carey.
Let's say it's
Mariah Carey.
Dude, Mariah Carey does talk shit. Dude, I recently posted this thing that she said about J-Lo, like from the 90s. It was so funny. They were like, J-Lo needs like 8 hours of sleep. And how many hours do you need? She's like, well, I usually go on like 3 hours. But if I... had auto tune, I would probably get 8 hours of sleep too. And I was like, Mariah, just talking shit, like does not give a fuck,
that was a low blow.
Yeah, I was like, damn, Mariah.
Damn, J-Lo, light up that candle, girl.
So anyway, you like carve on this candle, like, Mariah Carey.
In J-Lo's case.
If I was J-Lo, like fucking Mariah Carey. But then you hold it in your hands and you actually bring blessings upon this person. You go, I wish nothing but the best for them. I want this, blah, blah, blah. I want you to thrive, da, 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 da. And then you light it and you watch it go down. And you do that because when you bless someone else who's cursing you, what the shamanism believe is that you repel whatever is like blocked, and then all that bad, they just curse their self. So when you come in and it's like the shield of love, it bounces off them and the whole fucking curse will just go on them instead of you. Damn. And so there'll be people who say, oh my God, I did this curse, but what are you? They'll think that maybe you did a curse on them or some shit. And it's like, no, I just sent you blessings and it just blocked your shit.
What were you doing?
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, you just revealed yourself. Yeah, it's like that mask in like Scooby-Doo and the guy like reveals.
Oh, I used to love Scooby-Doo.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
Scooby's iconic.
I would have gone away with it if it wasn't. And then it got it got so. There was some episodes like they'll take off the mask and then they'll take off another mask. I'm like, what? I'm like, how many masks was you wearing?
Reminds me of a fucking bitch I used to date. And I'm referring to a male, by the way.
Well, we assumed.
Fucking Geminis.
All right.
I'm wearing this.
Itching my neck now, so.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Take it off. It's fine. It's fine. It's just the spirit of Christmas dying, but that's okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah, there you go. The plant be lit. Litty.
All right.
What's like the worst Christmas gift that you've ever gotten?
Honestly,
Like from a
I don't
family
think it's
member?
I don't think there's like a words. There's just gifts where I got them and I'm just like, I'm never gonna use this.
Like what?
Like it's not bad. Like
You're like, should have got me a gift card.
Yeah, like one year I got like it's still probably sitting in my garage somewhere, like brand new in the box. It's like board games and shit. Like I don't play that shit, like, bro. Like
I literally bought my friend a game for Christmas this year.
Like I'll play video
But
games.
he loves games. He loves games.
Okay.
He loves board games. That's
You
his
gotta
thing.
know the person.
Yeah, totally. Like I would not just
And like people know I hate games.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they're like Monopoly, like any of that shit. That
You don't like
can't.
video. Why? Why can't you?
It's just like my attention span is like gone. Like video games.
Really?
Video games I like because it's interactive. They're like, and even
A
video
board
games.
game is interactive.
But video games bore me because like I feel like same shit. Like I hate a game where like I'm just playing a story. Like I feel like I'm playing by myself. I need to be like even board games is fun. Like I'm playing with other people. Like Uno and shit is cool. Like there's certain games like card games like or certain
Uno
shit.
still fucks. Let me tell you that.
There's some games that are cool with other people. Like I said, Uno. But even the other day, we were playing Uno, bro, and there were so many people in the game. I was like, this shit's never gonna end. We were playing for like an hour and a half. I was like, I'm done. I quit. Like y'all win. You guys all win.
Reverse, bitch.
I get bored after
to the beginning of this game where I could have said no.
Some games are so long. Like the game of life. Like I tried to play it once. I never played it again. I was probably like 10 years old. I was
literally
like,
called the game of life. You think it's gonna be a quick game?
Yeah.
Fucking.
I was hoping.
Let's just Russian roulette style the game of life.
I'm gonna make a board game that's like a 10-minute game. Like no matter who plays it, it's like a minimum, like maximum of 10 minutes. Then I would play it. Some of these games are like a fucking hour and a half long. I'm like, bitch, I'm building a whole fake life in this fucking stupid board game.
Yeah. I like a good game.
Like what? What's your favorite board game?
I don't know if I like the game Farkle. It's like a dice throwing game and you can like steal. Like I like it when you can kind of like steal people and fuck people over a little bit. You know, like Uno. Uno's like that. You can fuck people over and it's like makes it a little bit boring.
Draw 4.
Yeah, bitch. Like it just makes me. And then there's this game called Exploding Kittens that is so fucking fun and funny. And it sounds crazy, but it's a good game. I appreciate that.
What about you? What's the worst gift you've ever received?
Okay, there's been a couple. Okay, so my cousin is schizophrenic. She's
damn.
like,
So we're calling out your schizophrenic.
yeah, we're gonna call it my schizophrenic cousin. Always. No, let's pretend she's not schizophrenic.
No, just-
It's like no.
This must have been a fun gift.
I open. You know when you get like some
It was
people.
a snake in a box.
No, you know when someone is gifting you a gift and like you get the box and they put something else inside the box and it's not what the box says.
Yeah.
Right. So I got this gift and I'm like, oh, it says like this lamp. It's like this weird lamp and the thing's kind of. It looks like. I don't know if you've ever seen Ace Ventura, but you know when Ace Ventura opening scene and he's like kicking the box to the house like it's a fucking soccer ball and then he like delivers the package and it's all fucked up. That's what this present looked like. Okay.
So she wrapped it.
Right. Yes. In newspaper, obviously, just the Times. And so I'm opening it up and it has like this weird lamp or whatever. It's just like a basic small shitty lamp. And then I open up the box and it looks like it's been kicked around, and it's been like retaped down, right? So I like finally open it up. It's the lamp. It's literally like.
What the fuck?
It was just, and you know what she told me? She goes, yeah, I found that in my garage.
What the fuck?
I'm like, oh, well, thank you, Sherry. Like, you just got
Thanks for your old lamp.
Like I thought she was just using the box. Nope, it was the land. It was in her. She's just going through her. She was gonna give it to Goodwill, and instead she gave it to me.
Nothing would have been fine. This year I would have taken nothing.
Just give me a hug for Christ's sake.
Damn, bro.
And then I had a boyfriend who.
Oh no, what's his name?
His name, I'll fucking call him out. I don't give a fuck. I will roast this shit. This is the worst guy I've ever dated.
Oh my goodness, what did he give you?
And two. He gave me two things. One,
the same Christmas? Or these were separate?
It might have been two Christmases in a row. Okay.
And these were the only gifts you got though, or multiple gifts? This was just like.
This was like the main gift.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
The main gift one year, this guy, he buys me a Bluetooth, or not a Bluetooth, a Blu-ray DVD player.
What the fuck? He found that in his garage too.
And I was like, why? I go, why did you buy me this? He's like, no. He's like, I know you don't have one. And I was like, yeah, I don't fucking need it. Like, you know what I mean? And I was like, this shit is for you. I was like, this is the big gift? The Blu-ray DVD player? Like, you know what I mean? I was so mad. I was so pissed off.
Oh no, what'd you get him?
And then I got him one time like a flat screen TV. Like I hit it, Yeah. But and then this other time, the same motherfucker. You know, like how you can make. He's like, you know how you can make
the same motherfucker.
You know how you can.
That was so deep. You really meant that. It's fucking. You just thought back of the memory, and I just know you were just like fucking bitch.
You know when you can make like a picture frame out of popsicle sticks? Have you ever seen like it's like some kind of like you made it when you were like fifth grade or something, right? He made me that with a picture of that in it, but he didn't finish it. So he wrapped up
an unfinished project.
An unfinished project of popsicle sticks. And I was like, what is it? He's like, it's supposed to be a picture frame. I just didn't finish it. And he's like, but that's for you and me. And I was like, this man was in his 30s, dude.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
that is fucked up.
I was like, I think this like worked on some girl that you dated like when you were younger. And then you just like
ran with it for every year.
Let's repeat this. I know men do that. I know men do. They're like, this worked with that one girl. Just do the same thing.
Let me try this shit with this bitch.
Exact.
Yeah,
I know.
Definitely do that.
And here I am thinking, what? I'm supposed to feel special
isn't
popsicle sticks?
Isn't that what scientists do? If it works, then it's science.
It ain't broke. If it works, it ain't broke.
You try the experiment enough times, and if it's successful enough times, most of the times it works.
I went to school with this guy. Okay, in 8th grade, 10th grade.
Wait, hold on. I want to say one more thing. What's the best gift you've gotten?
Oh, from a guy?
Yes. And then because one of the best gifts I've gotten was for sure from my wife. She gave me, when we first started dating too, this is like one of our first gifts. Mm-hmm. I think it was like literally like our second year or first year after dating, like a full year. It was like, I think Christmas gift or a birthday gift, one of the two. But she gave me, and it's funny because you say that like the little picture book thing with the popsicle sticks. Well, she actually gave me a book made. She made a book with literally pictures of us throughout the year and a half of dating, and like it's like stuff that she wrote.
Sentimental.
So yeah, it's sentimental, but it was like an actual nice book, and like I have it now, and sometimes like I'll see it and I'm like, oh, like that's cute, like because I see it like us when we're young, and it's like has like
it's cute when you stay together.
Yeah, right. Well, if we didn't,
I had a couple of books.
I would have gotten rid of it. I would not keep it.
I'm like, fuck this bitch. That was a lie. That day was a lie. Like, it's like.
No, that's hella funny.
It's good if you stay together.
It's funny you say that because I wouldn't have kept it if we weren't together.
Right.
Like,
you'd be burning it in a ritual.
Yeah. Cursing it in a ritual. Doing voodoo. Speaking of my wife, Con, shut up. Hey, so she's at Chick-fil-A. She wants to know if you want anything.
Oh, that's so nice of her.
Do you want some
No, I
Chick-fil-A?
think I'm okay.
Okay, you sure? You
Well,
want a
to be
snack?
honest, I've never had Chick-fil-A, but it's also because they don't support the gays. So don't worry about it. But I've never had it either. You know, some people are like, God, that chicken's so good at Chick-fil-A.
It's so good.
And I'm like,
I told her, yes, I do. Anne Marie said no because they don't support the gays.
it's true. I mean, am I wrong?
It's funny because she's gay. She's going to go buy some Chick-fil-A.
I'm going to go buy. Now, Popeyes is something I could get behind. It's a company I respect.
That shit is hella funny. It's a company I respect.
Yeah. No, one of my favorite gifts though is actually there's been a couple, but one is when I was really young, like teenage time, when people used to make you burned CDs. This is my time. So burned CD, and you would have this burned CD, and it has like a playlist, basically like a playlist on Spotify, but you had to do so much, and then you would decorate the CD, and it would be like Our Love or something like that, and it's like all the songs that reminded him of me or something. You know, like one is like When a Man Loves a Woman, or like it goes into these things, right? And I like that stuff. I like that. Took time, thought about a playlist, wanted to put it in a certain order. You know, shit like that. But now
Thoughtful gifts.
Yeah, but now people just like send you a Spotify
Now
playlist to every bitch. Like it's nothing.
Yeah. Group message that bitch. Individual group message. They receive an individual message.
A you up text to 50 bitches.
What's up?
You up?
No, yeah, dude. Back in the day, yeah, you used to dedicate the same song to the same bitch to different
No!
bitches. Yeah. This is our song.
Ew, that's so
To
gross,
the three
Eddie.
bitches. Slime ball.
Okay, I had You're such a fucking. I hate you. I hate you. When I was I used to go to church camp, like, you know, during the summers for like 2 weeks, called camp meeting. And yeah, it was like 7-day Adventist. My dad grew up with 7-day Adventist. It's like where you
Fucker, you're the most interesting person I know. Fucking church camp. What the fuck?
So, anyways, you have like people who go to church camp. You have like church camp boyfriends where
If you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. You have church camp boyfriend, girlfriends where you're there for like 2 weeks and you're only like, you know, dating at that time because you guys live in like different cities, right? And this is before like again. Oh
Shit, that's wrong mic.
Mute.
That's my bad.
This is before like you know, you had Grinder and all that kind of shit, right? So anyways, we're sitting there and we're under like this tent because you get like a really big tent where people gather and like sit, whatever. And we had like a dance, and he dedicated the song from NSYNC entitled God Must Have Spent a Little More Time on You. And we had to dance together. And I was so embarrassed because I think that song is pathetic. But at the same time, I know he thought that this would be a good, like, you know what I mean? You're like, bitches will like this. There'll be like girls that like you're a girl. You're just going to eat this shit up out of my hand. But he didn't realize like that I hate that song. Like, you know what I mean?
He didn't do his research.
Yeah, like, I don't think you love me, man. I don't think you know me that well. You just thought I was some bitch that's going to like NSYNC.
Some bitches.
I'm dating this bitch. Let me just give her an NSYNC album.
That's hella funny. I wonder if girls do the same thing.
What?
There's some girl out there that's doing the same slime shit.
Oh, let me tell you this.
She's just like,
no, there's this guy. I didn't finish.
She gives the same guy the same cologne. Like,
No.
to get different guys the same colognes and shit.
Because
She's
you like the smell.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like, there's no way there's not a bitch out there that's just like, this cologne. Every guy likes this cologne. And I like the smell. You gonna wear this cologne.
There are, like, basic guys. I try not to. I don't want to, like, fucking smell my ex when I'm about to
hook up with your new man.
Yeah, that's not it. Because, smell and memories are powerful. Like, it'll take you back to a time.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, shit. Like, anyway. Okay, but there's this guy. Right? He had, like, a couple girlfriends from 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, all through junior high and high school. And 3 times, he put a rose in this girl's locker, and that's how he asked her to be his girlfriend. But when you do that in 8th grade to a girl, and then you do it in 10th grade to a girl, and then you do it in 4th grade to a girl, but the girl is all like excited, but everyone else in school is like, dude, like, you not remember 8th grade when you did this to the same girl? Do you not remember 10th grade when you did this to the same girl?
That too, like, when people do the same thing, like, I don't know. I understand how some people like, oh, like, this is our restaurant, this is our spot. I hate that shit. Like, I honestly don't like going to the same spot all the time.
Oh,
I like trying new shit. I feel like that shit gets boring. You just fall into a
Right.
routine where you're just like, we're just doing the same thing every day. Like, no.
So many people are a creature of habit. And so they feel comfortable in that. Unless you're like always expanding your horizons and always trying new things, you're going to push yourself to do other things. But people they feel safe in habits.
That's what I was going to say. I'm really glad we all went like axe throwing.
Yeah, that was fun. We went axe throwing.
New.
Yeah, that was really fun. Right, exactly. Trying something else. Also getting ready for the apocalypse.
I think my girl really had fun too. Like, we're like, I was thinking, I was like, damn, this would have been like a fun date idea. Like,
Yeah. For what anyone doesn't know, Eddie has another job now, but he also still works sometimes at Wise Guys Comedy Club. And we had the Wise Guys Comedy Christmas party, and we went axe throwing, went to Axe Hole in Vegas, which is really cool. They loved us. They let us stay longer. They were so chill. And not only can you throw axes, but they have ninja stars. They had a shovel, and they had like a spear, and they had knives. Eddie was really good at the spear.
I truly feel like
he nailed it.
You have to find your weapon by choosing, like, trying all of them. You throw the axe. Some people were good with certain things. Like, you were pretty good with what? Like, the axe?
The axe. I don't know. Yeah, it was all right.
My girl, she was good with the smaller axes. I don't know if you tried those, but they had like, yeah, they were like tomahawks. They had like tomahawks and shit. Yeah, and so like they were smaller, and she was throwing that because it's light. It's a lot lighter. She was throwing that easy. I was like, damn. I was like, you're good with that. I was like, gotta be careful with tomahawks around you.
Well, that's the thing though, was like, I don't think people know that they're not ready for the revolution when you can't even fucking throw an axe. Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't know how to cut wood or chop kindling, or you know what I mean? Like, and you want a revolution. When the revolution happens, power's gonna go out. Like, do you really know how to survive? Like, survive. Without shower. Think about like no showers. You're gonna be bathing in the rivers.
I was telling people that I was like, when my house, we had to shut off our water for like a day, because they were doing some work on the fucking plumbing.
Yeah.
I was like, you realize how much we underappreciate just simple things like plumbing.
Yes.
If you had to shower in some cold ass river water every day, you would be a different human. You would be. You feel me? Same thing. I felt like people wouldn't be as sick as often because you would have natural like immunities to certain shit, or like imagine not having clothes. Like you had to just pick up and leave with the clothes on your back. You couldn't just change into your fresh clothes every day, and you just had to live dirty until you could find a river to shower in.
When I was younger and my dad would take us camping, like my brother and I, he taught us how to cover your shit. Like when you go shit in the woods, you have to like kind of dig a little hole, and then you like shit in the woods and then you cover your shit. I forget why we had to do that. I don't know if that's a real thing or if my dad
Your dad was superstitious.
was being polite to the fucking woods. Like, I don't know. I know this is your house, trees.
I mean, but if you think
My
about
bad.
it though, I mean, animals do eat other animals' shit, and like,
Right.
Or they smell other animals' shit.
Right.
We're an animal. Like, if a bear smells your shit, like, I mean, you never
Right.
know. You know, you never
Yeah.
know. I mean,
Totally.
like,
But that's the whole point is like, let's say when you have to go to the bathroom really bad, you can just run into the bathroom and sit down. Like, what? You're going to run and like
dig a hole.
dig a hole real quick? Like, fuck.
I'm gonna just shit in the woods. I'm gonna
just
be
gonna shit in
honest.
the woods. I'll just cover it up. There'll be a little mountain.
I'll throw dirt on it. Just kick some dirt on it.
But like that's
But I feel you know.
or that's what they had to do. Like in what I don't know when we got plumbing, but like in the 1800s, 1700s, they would shit in pots and then you'd
dump it out
dump it out the window.
or the river.
That's so disgusting.
Yeah.
I feel like dump this shit out. That's disgusting.
Let it go down river.
Dude, the smell alone. The smell alone.
Yeah, I'm glad I was born in this time.
Right.
Era. Like back in the day with no running water and shit. Imagine, dude. Like,
Dude,
bruh.
that's what I'm saying. If we go
You had
into
to be close to a well.
if we go into a revolution, so many people are just gonna kill themselves.
Yo, where the well's at? Like, where the fuck I find a well?
Oh, it's about 2 miles that way. You just
Bruh. For real. You don't got
There's
faucet.
just-
I'll drink out the
there's
hose.
just-
I'll drink out the hose,
there's
bro.
just well memes that start.
Back in the day, they had well jokes and shit. Old Billy, don't follow the well.
Bruh, when your bucket drops.
Okay, but I think this was a great first episode.
Yeah.
And I am excited.
Thanks
to,
for listening.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what comes the next episode because this was a fun time. I had a great time. So thank you for being here, Anne-Marie.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And
Thanks
we'll
for
do it
having
again
me.
next week. We will be
Yeah,
killing
this
it
is
every
regular
week.
shit.
Yeah, this is what we're gonna be doing every week, talking about Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, and also like leave suggestions. What you want thoughts?
Yeah.
You want what we're talking about? You want a scenario that you imagine? Write to us.
Yeah, and we'll get
Write
more.
down.
There will definitely be
Text
more
us.
episodes where we get more deep, where things are more and then things might be a little more funny. Like today, I had a good time. I'm excited for the holidays are coming up, and
Yes.
it was good vibes. I feel jolly today, so that's great. And
Well, shit.
Yeah, and then so I mean, next episode, who knows? We might be on some serious shit, but definitely reach out to us. Microdose at Real Microdose Podcast at gmail.com. If you have any suggestions, questions, anything like that.
Yeah.
And then as well as we're excited because I do want to do some live calls eventually.
Yeah.
'Cause we're able
Or
to
like
do that.
get a number and like people can leave a message for the question or something like that. Or like you have a problem in your relationship. How would we handle it?
And we'll try our best to be Dr. Phil's.
No, we will be Judge Judy's. Is what we will be.
Both. We'll try to give our best advice. No, but yeah, for real. Thanks for listening and check us out next week.
Yeah, Microdose Podcast.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Boom.